Well, I talked to the gymnastic teacher today, and she wanted to talk over the phone because she was getting so nervous about it that she just had to know what I wanted to talk to her about. So, I went home, put her on speakerphone so the wife could hear, and this is how it went. I said, my kid's afraid of you and doesn't want to come to gymnastics class because she said that you said that if she doesn't cross her legs, you're going to cut her head off. And she admitted it. Boom, my wife starts crying. Couldn't believe it. And she said it was a joke, though. It was from a movie, and I was just joking. I said, whoa, wait a minute. I said, first off, I'm floored. I says, but a joke? My kid's 4 years old. My kid's just starting to understand what a joke is, what it means, and it begins with knock, knock. Not, I'm going to cut your head off. That's not funny to a 4-year-old. Everything's real to a 4-year-old. Everything is real to a 4-year-old. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. It was just a joke. It was from a movie. I said, I don't care. They're 4 years old. There's got to be better language to use. I said, look. I said, let's put it this way. If we were in a courtroom over this language, and there was a jury of 20 people, and you just told me what you told me, how do you think they would decide? And she said, well, you know, it was just a joke, Mr. Egan. And I said, look, now I'm thinking in my head what Terry told me a couple years ago when I was ranting and raving about my grandmother and my family. And Terry told me, you can't argue with stupid, David. It'll get you nowheres. And he's right. So I said, look. I said, Lisa, I'm extremely pissed off. I'm going to try to handle this somewhat in a decent way. I'm going to give you a choice. You can either refund my money, all my money. Now, that wasn't my intention, but because she still didn't get it, this seems to be the only thing she might understand. You can refund all my money, or I'm going to call the police department, file a complaint, call the Better Business Bureau, file a complaint, and I'm going to sit out in front of your business with a sign with your quote on it. And she says, but Mr. Egan, I was only joking. I said, those are your choices. Choose one or the other. You can guess what she chose. And look, this ain't about money. The thing is this. Within that 10-minute conversation, that woman not one time asked if she could talk to my kid and try to make it right and to make her not afraid. It wasn't about that. The rest of the conversation was about the threat and the money is what had her nervous. You know, I'm going to tell you something, man. So that's the way that ended. The kid's coming out. She's sending us a check for all the money. I don't think that's going to change her one stinking bit because she seems like she's got a stick up in her ass. And that's another thing. I know this because I've gone to my kid's gymnastics class. My wife's there all the time. And out of all the teachers, she's the only one, the owner, that never smiles, never congratulates the kids, just looks like she's got a stick in her ass all the time. Had a bad feeling from day one. But anyway, that's besides the point. It got me thinking about something about the world today. I think that's the problem with kids is that parents don't spend enough time with their kids. They're relying on other people to teach their kids stuff. You know, women are working now, men are working now, and there's not as much time. Hey, when I was a kid, man, my mama was home all the time, made me peanut butter and jellies and stuff, and it was different then. And I don't think people are involved with their kids enough. We don't dump and run. If we take our kids someplace, we're there with them. Maybe when they get a little older, it'd be different, but at 4, we don't dump and run. Okay? And because of that, we were able to kind of view a little bit of this attitude. Would have never expected those types of words, but, man, kids are our future. Kids are the world. And we need to spend as much time with them as we can. And, you know, whether you're divorced or married or not, it means a lot to a kid. They're learning from what we're teaching them. They learn from what we teach them, the actions. It's not about math or science. It's about actions and responsibility. And those kids are watching. Kids are watching to see if you hug your wife or your husband. If you're divorced, the kids are watching. Do you give them a high five? Do you tell them you're proud of them? Do you tell them you love them? I'm not talking to you guys. Well, there probably are some of you guys that I am talking to. I don't know. I'm just saying I think that's a problem. And I'm trying to do it different. I'm proud of my kid that she was able to come to me and tell me something. And it's a check on my parenting skills. I'm not the best. I'm not saying I'm doing the best job. But that's my goal with my kid. That my kid trusts me and to know I'm their best friend. Me and their wife. Me and my wife, not their wife. That'll be a different story if that happens. But I want them to trust me and know they can come to me with anything. And I want them to know I'm going to protect them no matter what, at any expense. I'll protect any kid, anytime, from anybody that's doing danger to them or threatening them or bullying them. That's my job, man. That's our job as parents. Kids should not suffer. We need to take care of the kids, love the kids, teach the kids. But that's how that worked out. And it wasn't about money. But that seemed to be the only thing this moron could understand was a threat. As far as I'm concerned, she got off easy. Y'all have a good day. I love you. Hug a kid today, man. Do something for a kid. They're so innocent. They don't deserve not even an inkling of hurt. I love you. Have a good day.